Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Shoushani. We're here right now live at the Minotti event, and I'm here with none other than the Minotti brothers, Renato and Roberto. How are you guys? Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you.
First thing I want to know is, why did you guys decide to get into furniture?
It's a long story, it's a family story. Our father founded the company in the 50s, and we continue the second generation, me and Renato, and then there are also our son, third generation. So it's a typical family company. And why this furniture? Because there was a future about the furniture in the area where we work.
So why is it that you guys chose to stay in family business? What advantage does that have?
Passion. We love our job, we love our field, furniture, the design, this aesthetical and hedonistic way to approach the furniture. So we love our job and we continue for passion.
Our father, we introduced me and Roberto in the company because he founded in the 48 after the war, and I started when I have 19 years to work with him, and step by step we developed our knowledge and our taste about the design. Roberto is an architect, studied architect, he designed very well, and step by step we developed our company in the many markets in the world, because we export the 90% of our production in about 60 different countries. We opened in the last 15 years about 37 monobrands in every part of the world. The part of the world, Asia is a big, for us, important market. We have about 20 monobrands in this part of the world. And our test in this year, we develop our experience, our knowledge, and we follow the management product of our company with the same as stylist. No? We work in the marketing, we work in the commercial department, and Roberto is very strong in also the part of the architectural part, in the design.
So what's your inspiration for your designs? What's the first thing you look at?
Inspiration can come from every part, from the art, from the movies, from the travels, from everything. The important thing is to be very curious, very open with your mind to look, to understand how is moving everything in the fashion, in the art, in the movies, in all the world, where is some interesting change in the way to live of the people, and where we have the occasion to approach different countries because we travel a lot for work, and we can understand what happened around the world, and we take many inspiration from everything. You can take inspiration from the fashion or one color, or from a line or some museum that you see art. So everything is important to learn and never stop to be curious, because this is the point.
So curiosity.
When you stop to be curious and when you think that you are arrived, it's finished. You have to be all the time inspired, curious, and never stop to think, to grow, because sometimes some manager arrive at an age like us, and they are very satisfied, and they stop and they say, okay, I have to do a good job. No, never. You have to be satisfied, but also you have to be very inspired to go over.
So it's about pushing the envelope, going further. So how has the industry then changed since you two got into it?
Sorry?
How has the furniture industry changed since you two got into it?
How changed in the years?
Yeah. Since you guys, the evolution of it.
We are very say, very linked at our DNA, our style. But all the year we launch new collection that must be surprising, but also very close to our style. So in continuing, and the evolution of the taste, depending. We don't follow usually the evolution of other competitors, but we try to realize our style, to give our signals at the market.
So why is it that Minotti's been so successful? You guys have opened up in New York, you're now opening a lot in America, Asia, Germany. Why has it had such an international success?
It's important that the quality of the product is we produce very important quality. The quality of our product is very high because we follow personally also the process of the production, and the combine between the design and the style and the quality is very, very high. For example, the German market is an important market for Minotti, and you are strong if you have a very strong quality. And for the strong quality you need to have a knowledge for to project the product, for to produce, and also very strong passion for to follow every day the company, and
step by step,
and you work every day from 8 in the morning, 9 in the evening, every day, hard work, passion.
And long days.
And a good cake is a good cake when there are all the ingredients right, because there is quality, there is passion, there is seriously, there is service, there is creativity, there are many, many ingredients to do the success of a company.
And you guys do all the manufacturing in Italy, correct?
Yes.
Why Italy? Why is it that the product has to be made in Italy? Why not USA? Why not Germany, China? Why? What do you get there that you don't get anywhere else?
Okay, I speak like an Italian. The made in Italy, the manufacture of made in Italy is, I think, the best in the world, because you can see the fashion, you can see the furniture, so we don't need to go out from Italy, because we have many, many research inside our countries, very close to our area, because we are in a geographical area where are a lot of artisans, a lot of companies that work very, very high level way. And this value is the value of the made in Italy, and we want to export this. We are very close to this concept. When we speak with Japanese market, when we speak with American market, when we speak everywhere about quality, the Italian quality, the made in Italy, is very appreciated. So we want to be focused on this.
I think that the quality of the handmade that we can produce in Italy is the high quality of the world, because if you follow the shoes, the fashion, also the fashion, the fancy fashion, the maison they produce in Italy, the quality that you can produce, the handmade quality in Italy is the much important high level.
There is an example for it. There is a very big company, American company. Okay, I don't use the name, but there is a very big company that buy Italian company, but they maintain the production in Italy. Why?
You tell me.
Because there is a very good quality. So a big company, very big, huge company, American, that buy a brand, Italian brand, but they don't pay in US the production. They maintain the production in Italy because they understand that there is a very good manufacturing.
Well, every country has a very the DNA, no? For example, the German country, they produce the best cars in the world, okay? and is an industrial country. Minotti, the Italy, is the country where there is the best handmade quality of the production. And the DNA of the Italy is this.
Because it's very historical. The history of the culture of the beauty of the art is a very long story. You know, Italy has a very old story of art and beauty, and we have many art everywhere. So there is inside of the DNA of the...
Because it starts from the Roma, no? From the history. Leonardo da Vinci, the painting. If you go to Rome, it's a museum to open sky, no?
Yes.
And you can to smell the history. The history is very strong in Italy.
Here's the thing that I'm curious about. The Italian luxury segment of the market is doing very well, correct? You guys are doing very well, the high-end designers are doing well, but other segments of the economy in Italy aren't doing that strong. Why do you think that?
The economy in Italy is inside the market, inside of the Italy, is quiet market. But the Italian company, they export a lot in every part of the world. We not export the 90% of our production because you can to make a confusion, no, about the inside market of Italy. In this moment is quiet. But now we are start. But the important company that they produce a good quality, they are working very well and they export in all the parts of the world.
So there is the political and there is the real market. The real market is the real strength of the companies that can produce quality and can export and in a healthy way. And there is the politics that sometimes doesn't work in the perfect way.
Now you guys are in the luxury business. Is luxury only for the rich?
No.
Because this sofa that we're sitting on right now costs
It's not
how much?
only for them. It's for the people. They like the nice design, the nice taste, that they have a good, they enjoy the nice things. Because we have models and table or product more expensive, no? But we have also product for many people. But it's not that the problem is the luxury. The problem is to have the taste for to appreciate some things.
So like, for example, this sofa we're sitting on approximately, it's over 10,000.
Okay, our
This,
product is in a target of market that we are not Zara, Rome. We are in another target. You have to decide where to stay, which target you have to stay. If you reduce the quality, if you reduce some part of inside of the product, maybe you can obtain another kind of price. We point on completely full quality, and when you point on this, the price goes up, and all the play change.
And you guys have a catalyst of many talented designers that craft your work. What makes a good designer?
I don't understand
What is necessary to be a good designer?
It's necessary to have a good taste.
How do I get
And
To do a good design, you need many ingredients. Also in this case, I use the example of the cake. One sofa must be proportionate, must be comfortable, must be perfect in the finishing, must be very projectable because you have many sizes, you can do all the projects, must be with a lot of qualities. It's not only a line, but it's to be clever, the products must be clever because you need to be comfortable, you need to have quality, you need to transmit emotion, give you a sort of suggestion when you use it. There are many sides to do a good design.
Do you guys have a particular piece that you like the most? Your favorite? What is it?
It's a difficult question because I love a lot of products.
If you had to choose one,
I can say you which sofa I have my home.
which one do you have at home?
The Jagger sofa.
What is it? Describe it.
It's very simple, very proportionate, very comfortable, very soft, clean line, very simple but
Pure
sophisticated, pure lines. Yes.
Let me ask you guys. What's the most important thing you two have learned in life?
I think me is from my father. I learned to work with serious approach at the work and to follow the work every day and with very focus and in the very serious mind.
For me, is to be able to put myself in discussion every time for growth.
Renato, thank you guys so much for being here with me.
Thank you.
And thank you for so much for having me at this lovely party. Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure.